So I just lost my job today and it feels weird to...
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So like my video because it helps with my algorithm. So in today's video, we'll be talking about workers are being laid off from their jobs without warning. Just imagine waking up in the morning and you can't log in your emails, or you want to log in the company's portal, you can't even log in. So this is the most heartbreaking stories that we have here in 2025 about people losing jobs. So I'll put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back to share my true sense.
So I just lost my job today and it feels weird to even say that. It has not set in, but yeah, I am unemployed. To say that I'm stressed out is an understatement. The timing actually is really not great because I am planning a wedding and I'm also announcing something really big later this week. I know I'm saying this with a smile on my face because I smile and laugh when I'm stressed out, but I can promise you I'm freaking out on the inside. You best believe I'm about to be popping my punani on TikTok. You will never see more content from me because I have so much fucking time. So yeah, if you have any interest in me, following me could be so cool right now because this is all I've got. I'm also about to be applying to jobs like crazy, so I figured I would document this journey because I'm sure everyone is going through it with layoff season. So you're gonna see so much. I'm trying to look at the positive. I'm excited to take you through my unemployment journey and finding a new job and just figuring out this phase of life. So if you have any questions, let me know. If there's anything you want to see on this journey, let me know because I have lots of time. So thanks for joining me, and I will definitely see you tomorrow because this is it.
Hi Trey, Mark here. Look, so we know this is going to be tough and we're here for you throughout the whole process. As mentioned, we are able to offer you 2 weeks severance. We are also able to offer you 1 month of complimentary mental health counseling, as well as a list of new job searching resources that are pretty advanced tools like Indeed Premium, that Prep AI tool that you and Dylan were discussing earlier that lets you start to apply. But look, in order to move forward with these, I'm going to need you to verbally agree and sign the severance package that I'm emailing you right now.
All right, yeah, I just got it. My only issue is 2 weeks is not a lot of severance considering I've been working here for over 2 years. Is there any flexibility on that at all, or is it set in stone?
Yeah, unfortunately, because this is a mass layoff across hundreds of employees, there's no additional budget for severance.
All right. Well, I won't be able to sign it right away. I'll review it a little more in depth, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough. If you can sign it, send it back within the next 24 to 48 hours, that'd be great. I'll access your firm applications and shut down 20 minutes after this call ends. Any questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, thanks, Trey. You have my contact. Give me a shout if needed. Take care.
All right.
So, I just lost my job yesterday. I was laid off. And this is my second time being laid off, and I feel like I wanted to share something. The first time I took it really hard. I took it really personal because when you spend the majority of your life working for someone, it feels personal, right? Especially with little to no warning, no time to prepare. It just feels like a huge slap on the face for the amount of work that you've done for the company, the amount of loyalty you've had to the company. But now the second time around, I feel like whatever comes next is going to be my biggest comeback ever. And I cannot wait to see what God provides for me because I just know that whatever is coming next is going to be more than I could have ever prayed for, more than I could have ever dreamt of. And I'm so excited to see what that is. If you are getting laid off from your position and you need words of encouragement, take a breath. Take a break. Cry. Throw something. Laugh. Do whatever it is you need to feel better in this moment so that you can move forward in peace and move forward better and bigger than you ever had before. I feel like so many companies are laying people off and it's no longer personal. It's really just coming down to the budget. And I am in the middle of planning my wedding. I'm in the middle of paying car payments. I have rent, there are things that we have to still pay for. Like life still goes on, and the job hunt is not going to be easy, but I am ready, and I feel like I'm more prepared than I was the first go. So not everyone will have this mindset. You're probably still, why was it me? What could I have done better? I did the work. I was personable. I had great relationships with everybody. I still came up to work and showed myself 100%. But you're gonna make it through, and it's gonna be okay. And maybe this message is for myself. Maybe this message is for you if it's crossing your For You page. But everything truly is meant to happen in God's timing. You might not understand why, and we may never understand why. But what I do know is that we will come back stronger and better than ever, and we will have everything that we deserve this year. And I mean everything. So keep going. You got this. And I'm here if you ever need to hold a conversation. I'm here to hold space for you. I'll update you on my search. See you later.
Well, I already hated the fact that I had to work there, but like for the last 3.5 months, I've been working at Amazon. Cause TV and film has not been good here in LA, and that's the industry that I have been working in for the last 9 years. So I got this simple season. I'm a little flustered. I got a seasonal job, back in November working for Amazon. So after the holiday was over, they never said anything about letting us go. So I continued to work there. And I know I needed to work there till at least like April or May until, work started back up in the industry. Well, I just went to do a shift that I picked up today, and I couldn't get in. My badge didn't work, and my app didn't work. And everybody was acting confused, and then they had to, fire me on the spot. So, yeah. And I just signed a new lease. I'm moving. I'm literally in the middle of moving from this townhouse to a one-bedroom house. And, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I am now one of the million unemployed people here in America.
Yeah, so pretty much I just lost my job, bruv. So a lot of you already know I was working as a labourer on a building site in Clapham Junction. I've been there for literally a week, and everything was going good. I was cutting bricks. I was just using a saw to cut some bricks up. I was just doing 100, 200 bricks a day. But anyone who does any sort of labour work ever, you'll know that the main problem isn't necessarily the labour itself. It can be all of the bending over and the squatting down and picking shit up. So, after a few hours of breaking my fucking back, I decide, okay, yeah, cool, it's not lunch yet, but I think I'm allowed a few minutes of just sitting down. And I guess that was the worst decision of my life, because, yeah, my boss saw me and he didn't like that. He pretty much was just saying, oh, well, if everyone else sat down, I would lose my job. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not gonna happen ever. I didn't really argue with him too much, because I was like, yeah, okay, cool, I'm not gonna fucking win this unless I get on my knees. So yeah, cool, bro, you can take it on that one, honestly. So now I'm walking about Canada Water trying to get a job in Toolstation or Decathlon. But yeah, if anyone got any advice, or I don't know, you got the number for fucking Job Center or something.
Hey y'all, so I'm back. Just need to fill you guys in with some stuff that's been happening in my life. So I've been working for this company where I'm at right now for about a year now, but a couple of months ago I recently had a baby. My baby right now is 2 months. I had to return to work when she was 1 month. I had to leave my baby at 1 month because, baby girl, them bills are not gonna pay themselves. So I had to go back, and mind you, I applied for maternity leave, and oh my gosh, literally didn't kick in until 3 months in. I went on maternity leave before I gave birth. So I think I was on maternity leave for like a month before I even gave birth. And then I had my baby and then I went back to work. So like 2-3 months, it got literally delayed for that long. The week that I was gonna go back to work is literally the same day that I got paid. And so I had to go back, right? When my baby was 1 month old. Mind you, like I mentioned earlier, she's now 2 months old. What do? Lay me off. And you would think like people would be considerate of other people's lives, but honestly they don't give a fuck. Like, it's so true when it comes to being employed through somebody, that you almost have to be selfish and think for yourself, because they're not gonna think about, well, they have somebody at home, they got other bills to pay, so this person was not considerate enough and thinking like, well, she recently just got back from maternity leave, her baby's not even that far out. You would think that I would need money, right? And I've been doing what I'm doing, or where I'm working at, I've been doing this for like 5-6 years, not in this company, but I've been doing it for quite some time, so I know what I'm doing, you know. And I was kind of like, wow, there's been people that have been there shorter time than I have, and I was the one to be laid off. And his excuse was he's on a budget because he's going through a lawsuit right now, and that it wasn't just me, that it was gonna be other people also getting laid off and cutting their hours and stuff. But my point is, you're going through a lawsuit, and how's that my problem? You know what I mean? Like, you have to figure it out. Just like when I get home and provide for my kids, if I don't have a job the next day, I have to figure it out. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's not their responsibility, you know, to forcefully, or whatever the case is, have me there, you know. I just kind of thought it was frustrating, because this person also knew that my yearly review was actually coming up next month, and I feel like they did it intentionally with letting me go, because if he was going through a budget, the least that he needed was for somebody to go and ask him, hey, I need a raise because my yearly is coming up, you know. It's poorly of him to do, but I mean, I will say that I have had some great and some not so great how did I just get a brain freeze experiences working there. But yeah, I remember how I told you guys like there's something going on in my life. Well, now this is one of them, and I'm not too happy about, but it's okay, life goes on. I have kids that I obviously have to thrive for and continue to look for something, you know. So
I think I am about to be laid off. Let's find out.
Okay, it is a couple hours after that was filmed, but yes, I was laid off. I have been with my company for about 5 years. Ironically, my last day of service, technically, will it be exactly 5 years to the day from my hire date. And here we go. I've seen so many accounts of people who've been part of layoffs as they happen early in the year like this, and are chronicling their journey. So I guess here we go. Here's another one. I feel a lot of things. I obviously was very emotional in a couple of those clips. I feel grateful that I am able to get some sort of severance to give me some time to figure things out. I'm grateful for the love and support that I have in my personal life and professional life. And I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm hopeful for what's coming, and excited at what I can do next in my life. But it's been a day, it's been a week if you saw my last video.
So that's the video, guys. I'm just here also to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. So this is the most trending topic. For millions, it's a nightmare. They did not see it coming. And today we talk about it. What's going on? Why is this happening? more often and what it means for regular workers, people who just want to be stable in life. So I'm going to break it down like that. So first one, we're going to talk about the most shocking thing. Imagine you wake up early, get dressed, commute to work, log in, and you start your day like a normal day. Then a manager calls you in and suddenly you're being let go just like that. No explanation. That makes sense. No chance to prepare. You're just told that it's over. Okay, this is not just a bad dream. It's what thousands of workers are going through at this point. People who gave years to their core companies or workers. Some even worked overtime, sacrificed family time, and stayed loyal, only to be discarded like they never mattered. These layoffs don't always come from failing companies. Sometimes the business is doing fine. It's just a cross-cutting decision or restructuring or downsizing called corporate weights that destroy real lives. Okay, many people have been destroyed with these weights at this point. So now picture this moment. You walk out of the building, no job, no plan, rent is due, bills don't stop, groceries, school fees, transport, all still waiting for you. But your paycheck is gone just like that. With no warning, there's no safety. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. No savings, no fallback on, no emergency fund, no second income. The mental toll is heavy. Anxiety kicks in, fear, shame. Some people hide it from their families because they can't face it. Others can't sleep, worrying about what's next to tomorrow. It's not about losing a job, it's about losing direction, dignity, and sometimes hope. Okay? The system is broken. We should know this. I think by now we know. So how do we get here? Why are people getting fired so easily like that? The truth is the system is not built to protect workers anymore. In many places, companies don't need to give any warning. No required severance, no counseling, just a code, you're done with you. Big corporations focus more on profit than people. So when making these billions, they cut workers to save a few percent. And the ones affected, they are left behind quietly with no voice, no justice for them. It's also about how work has changed. With remote jobs, automatic automation and AI companies feel less connected to their people. Firing someone over a Zoom call is now normal, is impersonal, okay, detached. Another thing that we want to talk about is these people have no backup plan. Let's talk about missing backup plan. Most workers don't have one. Why? Because life is expensive. Saving is hard at this point. When your salary barely covers your needs. Many people want to start side businesses or get new skills, but when you are working 10 hours a day, where is the time? And if you are raising a family, it's even worse just like that. It's harder. So when the job disappears, everything crashes. No savings, no second income, no backup plan. It feels like you're being thrown into the ocean just like that with no life jacket. You're not now expected for you to swim. There's also another thing that I want to talk about. There's also personal what's this? Personal, like this. Behind every layoff is a human being, a mother, a father, a student, a breadwinner, someone whose dreams, responsibilities, plan for the future. These are real people. Some have cried in parking lots, others broken down during interviews because they could not explain what happened. And still, they are expected to move on just like that, quickly without time to heal, process, or grieve, as if losing your job is just a business decision, not a life-changing event. So let's also talk about the silent struggle every people go through. Okay, so different people go through different struggles. Many get fired this way, never talk about it. They go silent, ashamed, embarrassed. But let me say this clearly, it's not your fault. Let's say this: you're not weak, you're not lazy, you're not a failure. You were laid down by a system that values profit over his people. We need to talk about this more and more. Normalize the conversation. Let's create a space where people can share their experiences without shame, because silence helps no one at all. So another thing that I want to talk about, what are you going to do if you've been laid off. Let's support one another. If you know someone who lost their job, don't ignore. Okay, don't ignore them. Check in, encourage them, help them however you can. Second, if you are being laid off, take a breath. You're not alone. Millions are walking this road with you like this. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to not have all the answers. We need to change. We need laws that protect workers, not just employers. We need companies to treat people with dignity, not like disposable tools. And here is on this channel, we keep raising new voices, okay, for fairness, for real stories, for the people who have been left behind, just like that. If this video spoke to you, share your story in the comment section. You never know who you might help. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.